All right, we are in the kitchen this morning cooking up some delightful, you can make this any time of the year, Cherish.
I mean, really, and it could be for breakfast, it could be for a snack. Loving this. We have Mary Scarcliffe from Lighthouse Bakery joining us this morning. Strawberry pecan muffins. These smell so fantastic, and they look great too. First of all, let's talk about the ingredients that we're going to need to get started.
Okay, I use an unbleached spring wheat flour, and then you'll have a little bit of soda, a little bit of salt, and some cinnamon.
Okay.
And those will be your dry ingredients. And then, but first, mixing-wise, we'll use eggs, the sugar, and the oil, and mix all those together. Then we'll add your dry, and then we'll go to adding the strawberries.
Okay, and what I love about muffins, I see that you have some already made here that we're showing you guys now. They can be any size. If you want little mini muffins, you can do that. You can do the larger muffins, so this is great. Now, let's go ahead and get started if you're ready.
Okay. We'll put all of your dry ingredients together first. Okay. And you don't have to sift them together. You can just add them and then whisk them together.
Okay.
Makes it a little bit easier. Not everybody has a sifter in the house.
But something good to have.
Yes, it is.
And they have them pretty much anywhere. If you want to go to Walmart and get one, you can do that. If you want to go, somewhere that has a more bigger selection of the culinary tools,
yes,
you can do that.
Okay. And we've just mixed all of our dry ingredients. Now we're going to mix our eggs. And I always mix my eggs ahead. Gives them a head start.
Okay.
Then add your sugar.
Love that cinnamon smell from the dry mix. Smells so good.
You do have an option of adding a little bit of nutmeg if you like the flavor of nutmeg.
Okay. It's a good tip there.
And your oil. And it does seem like an awful lot, but this is something that you need as your moistener.
Okay.
With this much flour going in.
And if you want to know the exact measurements of these ingredients, you'll find them right now on our website under the Studio 10 tab on fox10tv.com. So you're going to mix all of this together. Now, how long do these take to make?
Well, start to finish, if you've got all of your ingredients ready to go, about 10 minutes just to mix.
Okay.
Max, and then put them in your muffin pans. In the meantime, have your oven preheating so that you have everything ready there.
And what temperature?
350.
350. Now, as you're mixing, tell us about your business. Tell us about the Lighthouse Bakery.
Well, I have a bakery on Dolphin Island. We started in a little 400 square foot space, and we've increased to a 2,400 square foot place that is in a house that's 101 years old this year.
And that's what you're looking at now. So pretty.
Yeah,
I love
thank
that.
you.
And very easy to find, too.
It is.
Okay, well, we're going to let you mix that together, dry ingredients going into the wet ingredients, and just mix it, right?
Yes.
Okay, so in the meantime, like I mentioned, you can find all of the ingredients as far as the measurements and the recipe on our website. When we come back, we will add more to this mixture, right?
Yes.
Even more to add. We have to add the strawberries still, and we still have the pecans to go. So make sure you don't miss a minute.
And we are back in the kitchen with Mary from the Lighthouse Bakery. We have been talking a good bit this morning about muffins and how to make them and the different variations you can do. Today, we are making strawberry pecan muffins with some streusel.
Yes.
Okay, so you've already mixed up the dry ingredients, which included some flour. What else was in there? Sugar?
We had the sugar, the baking soda, the salt, the eggs, and the oil.
Okay, so you've added all of that together,
yes,
and we're at the point now where we get to add in our ingredients. And one of the things we were talking about, which makes this kind of thing really neat, is you can change it out. You can do strawberries, you can do other things, right? You can mix it up.
You can.
Which is great because you can kind of tailor it to what your kids like. What's this?
These are the chopped strawberries. It's actually 4 cups of prepared strawberries, and that's about 4 cups in here. And then I throw it into my chopper, just into a little food processor, and hit pulse a few times.
So that's all there is. There's no sugar, there's no nothing. It's just flat out strawberries.
Yes.
With the juice.
Yes.
Okay, so you're adding that in 4 cups. That's a good bit. When you look in there from the top, it looks like lots of strawberries, which is great because you want every bite to have some goodness and stuff like that in it.
Yes.
How long do you have to mix that?
Just until it's blended. You don't have to take a long time. And then it's optional to add your pecans.
Okay, and we talked a little bit about when you're choosing a nut to put in something like this, you go with pecans because they're sweeter?
I do. They have a little more flavor than your walnuts, and they're local.
Okay, and what, how do you know what ingredients work well together? Strawberries, pecans, is it just kind of a trial and error and figuring it out?
It's what you like and how much you want to taste the nuts.
And how many, looks like we're mixing that up really well. One
Yep.
of the things that was interesting you did before was mix up your eggs ahead of time. Why did you do that?
Yes, I always do, because then you know that they're well blended before they get in, and they actually disperse much better.
Okay. Okay, so there's a process. Each step makes a difference. And that looks, by the way, y'all, it smells so good over here. So we've mixed up our strawberries.
Yes.
And then we need to add our nuts? Is that the next step?
Well, at this point, you have an option.
Okay.
You can make some muffins without the nuts, or you can make them all with the nuts.
Okay.
So, and I suggest if you have family members that don't care for nuts, you can put some of this into another container and just keep mixing and then add your nuts. And you can make 6 and 6.
And you made a good point that when you do make food with nuts, go ahead and sprinkle some on the top. Why do you do that?
I do that whenever, especially when we cater, so that folks know that there are nuts in there. If there are no nuts, then you don't put anything on there, in which case I made a couple over here that are without nuts, so you know that there are none in there.
Which is a really good and important thing to do so people know what they're about to eat.
Yes.
And I have to share the secret that you gave me a few minutes ago, that you can actually mix up this batter and then you can continue to use it for a couple of days, right? How does that
Yes.
work?
Put that in an airtight, if you are only going to make 6 muffins in the morning, you can put the rest of it in an airtight container and you can dip it out each day.
So you have fresh muffins every morning or every day?
Absolutely.
Very good. Now, all of these have, sometimes you see muffins that come out like some of yours, maybe that don't have a little muffin container. Either way, or what do you think?
You can do them either way. If you do, make sure that this part of the muffin pan is buttered as well, because if you add a streusel topping, it may stick some.
Okay.
So I always will butter the whole thing and then flour it. And you can use these little muffin pans, these little muffin cups. I use these in my shop because I make a large muffin.
Large muffins are
yes.
good muffins.
Yes.
Okay, when we come back, we are going to be actually baking these, doing the streusel topping and adding in the nuts
Yes.
to finish off the process. Thank you very much. And again, Cherish and Michael, doesn't it smell so good over here?
Yes.
are back in our great kitchen set here on Studio 10. Thank you for joining us. We have Mary Scarcliffe with us from Lighthouse Bakery, finishing up the strawberry pecan muffins. Perfect for breakfast, for a snack, after school snack, really any time of the day, just a little pick-me-up. So where are we now?
Well, I've just added the pecans. Over here, I'd made 6 muffins without pecans. So in case you have some folks in the house that don't care for nuts, then you have that.
Or maybe an allergy. That's perfect.
And then I've added the rest of the pecans, which that was about a cup and a half. I'm inclined to add more than less.
I like pecans. And just stir, stir, stir. Make sure everything is covered, same consistency.
Yes. And then I use a small 1-ounce scoop to consistently measure out. And if you're somebody that loves to make muffins, it's just right for this size cup.
Very good
for the
idea.
normal one, okay? And that way you're consistent, it's less messy, and it is very easy for you.
I made muffins yesterday and it was dripping all over the place, and now why didn't I just use my ice cream scoop?
Well, now ice cream scoops are a little bit bigger than this.
Small ice cream scoop.
So you will need one. This truly is a 1-ounce scoop.
Okay, good to know. Very
and
good
then-
idea. So while you're scooping that, remind everybody where you are located so they can see you.
Okay, we are on Dolphin Island. We're on the 3rd Street to the left-hand side, and we're in an old house that was built in 1912.
Okay. And that is a picture that you're looking at on your screen now, so you make sure that you don't miss it. And are you open 7 days a week?
We're open 5 days a week.
5
We're open
days?
Wednesday through Sunday.
Okay.
And Sunday we open a little bit later from 9 to 3. But we open at 6 o'clock each of those days, and we're open till at least 3 o'clock.
And you have all types of sweet treats like this.
Every morning I make fresh cinnamon rolls, cinnamon pecan rolls, cream cheese danishes, turnovers, and muffins.
Sounds fantastic. Okay, so getting these ready, and you're going to put them in the oven. Again,
Sure.
what is the temperature?
350.
And how long?
And they're about 25 to 30 minutes because they're a very moist muffin.
All right, and I can't wait to try these. We're running out of time, so the finished product is here. Again, I can't wait to eat some. You'll find the recipe on our website, Studio 10 tab on fox10tv.com. We will be right back, and we hope you'll join us.